back to the channel. I'm Hank Strange. This is StrangerPalooza. We're at the 2024 RV Super Show in Tampa, and we're here in the Winnebago booth with Grant. How you doing,
Hi,
Grant?
I'm doing well, and you?
I'm doing good. Thanks so much.
Good.
So we don't always do trailers here, but I find when we do it, the last trailer we did was a Winnebago. Was the hike, actually.
Awesome.
And folks like that. So I figured we'll get into it. Give us the whole breakdown of the Access. What's the thought process behind it?
Yeah.
Who's it made for? All of that, and then we'll do our regular thing here that we do with this.
Absolutely. So the Access, we're super excited about it because when a lot of people don't know, but when Winnebago started out around 1957, we were actually a aluminum-sided trailer manufacturer before the motorhome boom. And that kind of got put on the back burner once motorhomes became really prevalent. So this is our segue back into that space.
Okay.
It's a really, really unique unit for this space. This is absolutely going to hit a lower price point for Winnebago that we haven't really been able to play in the past. But what's unique about that, as you'll see as we go through it, is you're really sacrificing nothing, going from, say, a Mini to an Access.
Okay.
Really, your siding's changing, but we've done a lot of unique things in this space that a lot of brands have gone away from.
Right.
Starting, right? I mean, it's super noticeable right from the exterior. The metal even is different.
Oh, okay. Because I think one of the things with other folks out there with the trailers is like, first of all, I think that's where it's really competitive. So you have a lot of low pricing there, but not necessarily quality and all of that. So I think, is that what you guys are trying to address here?
You know, a lower price point should never be an excuse from a manufacturer for low quality. You can still put it together with attention to detail and care. You know, for us, your cost savings in this is going to be going from aluminum framing and fiberglass siding to a more traditional build with 2x2 or 2x3 wood framing and aluminum siding.
Okay.
And our aluminum is a little bit different than what you'll see out there in the industry. Generally, you have very tight corrugated metal, a lot of matte finishes on it. We've gone completely away from that. This is a more residential looking siding. Okay. And it's a little bit thicker than industry standard. So our industry standard metal thickness is an 026 metal, where this is an 030.
Okay, so thicker gauge.
Yep, metal. Thicker gauge metal, and then 040 on the front profile as well, because that's taking the brunt of the wind going down the road. So we have already upgraded the thickness of the metal, and then the corrugation, I think, is a lot more residential looking. Okay. It has a high gloss finish on it versus a matte finish, and we've stayed away from the darker colors on the exterior of the unit, because if you put dark colors down here in Florida, it's going to soak up a lot of heat and a lot of sunlight. So lighter silver and whites to help keep the unit cooler. It's a 50 amp unit, so we'll talk a little bit more about that once we get inside. Our profile is a little bit different too. So we actually redesigned the front profile for this. It's going to give you more room around your bed. So when you're laying in bed, you don't feel as claustrophobic. Okay. We did do some work with our advanced technologies group on it, and it is a little bit more aerodynamic front profile versus a slanted front profile. So the wind is actually going to flow over it instead of just hit it.
Okay. Oh, cool.
Yep.
Okay. So construction-wise with this, what are you guys doing the other guys aren't doing? Like, I think you've got a different way of going at the trailers underneath, so the flooring and stuff like that.
Yeah. So right up front, from the ground up, we use a Norco NXG frame, and this is the frame we use on all of our trailers. Okay. It is a very minimal welds. What is welded is done robotically, like your coupler here is all done robotically, but it's held together via huck bolts versus your traditional I-beam welded frame. Okay. And since it's all formed on CNC machines, it's actually painted before it's assembled, which allows them to fully submerge all those sections of the frame in an eco paint. Oh, okay. Not just spray painted. And then they're huck bolted together after they're painted. And huck bolts are permanently set bolts, are hydraulically pressed bolts. You have to torch them or cut them to get them off, but they're much stronger. And it's how the chassis of our motorhomes are built. Are held together with huck bolts. Okay. So it's a more robust setup. And then tying into that, the same brand builds our stabilizer jack system and Access. This is one of those things that generally, and maybe at this price point, you're not going to see, but we have independent electric stabilizer jacks. Okay. So these two switches are actually to control the front two jacks. Very simple to operate. And then we have two switches at the back of the coach for the two rear stabilizer jacks. Oh, I see. Okay. Yep. We have a thicker core baggage door. So a little bit thicker here, and then inside you'll see actually a heated pass-through storage. Okay. Very unique in any price point for any trailer. You just don't see heated pass-through storages. Yeah, that's cool. And the reason we do that is if you're cold weather camping, so not down here as much, but people down here do go camp up north.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
If you are cold weather camping and it's warm up in the cabin of the coach and it's 10 degrees down here, you will get condensation buildup. So to equalize that temperature will prevent condensation from building up, soaking into the wood, preventing rot, mold, or mildew.
Right.
Another thing you'll see down there is your 30 amp charge controller. It will come standard on the roof with a 200 watt solar panel and a 30 amp charge controller, which has a resettable charge control breaker versus fuses you have to bring with you. So that's a little bit nicer. We have tire pressure monitor prep in the pass-through storage area as well.
On the other side?
Yep, on the other side.
Okay.
So here is charge control monitor for the solar panels. That's your resettable charge control breaker, and this is tire pressure monitor prep here. We also include the side mount solar plug. So if you don't want to put another panel on the roof, you could. The charge controller would accept up to 2 more panels, so up to 600 watts on the roof. But if you don't want to go putting holes in your roof, you can just bring a portable panel and plug it in here, and this will run through the charge controller as well.
Okay.
And then another thing that's kind of newer for 24 is we do have side view camera prep. So in addition to our rear view camera, these will help see what's coming up on the side of you going down the road.
So you would just have those installed in there?
Yep.
Okay.
And you'll have a coiled up line of Romex here. That's our inverter prep. So every unit we build now, whether it's an Access up to a Voyage, does have standard inverter prep from the factory.
Okay.
So
I know we're looking at different sizes. I think we're looking at your longest one here. What's the sizes?
Yes, this is our 30 BH. So we have a 30-foot box. You'll be about 33 feet tip to tail. On this one, dry weight should be very close to 7,150 pounds. So it's half-ton towable on a newer half-ton, especially down here in Florida. Out west, maybe a little bit different story. You might need a bigger truck depending on the grades of the mountains and whatnot you're going up and down.
Okay, and do they all have the slide outs?
We do one unit without a slide out. The other 4 floor plans we are currently developing or have developed all have a one slide out.
Oh, okay.
Cool. Off camp side here, being a unit that is built for cold weather, you do have heated and enclosed tanks, and I say dual insulated and dual heated. So we have 2 forms of insulation in the underbelly, 16-inch floor joists on center with batten insulation between those floor joists. That gets wrapped in a Darko moisture layer, and then we tape it with a waterproof tape around the entire perimeter of the floor and slide box. So the floor is very well built. And then we have a heat duct from the furnace supplied to that underbelly, which is sealed. We have 12-volt tank pad heaters on each of the holding tanks with a switch right inside on the control panel to turn those off and on. And your tank valves are actually enclosed in the underbelly, so they're not getting road salt or water on them, so they're not going to seize up on you. They're protected in the enclosed underbelly. Outside shower comes standard with everything we build. This does have a spray port with hot and cold adjustments. And then here is your your cable satellite, and then black tank flush and freshwater inlet. So everything's kind of located right back here on the back corner.
So your gates and everything are in there. You can connect here, and then your levers and stuff you're pulling, or the gates that opens up. Is that? Oh, that's under.
The levers are right here.
Oh, it's underneath.
Here's your gray,
Okay,
and here's
cool.
your black. Yep.
Okay. Right, so this is just extended out so that you can have more access to it.
And then
did you say this is 50 or 30?
This is a 50 amp unit.
50, okay.
So all the Accesses are 50 amp units. They will come standard with second AC prep. You can also option in the second air conditioner from the dealer or from the factory. We can build it with the second air conditioner in the bedroom. Then off the back wall here, we do have a 2-inch receiver rated at 350 pounds. This is not meant to tow things with. It is meant for strictly gear hauling. So whether or not you want to bring bikes or e-bikes with you, a storage tow, a generator rack, there's lots of things you can do with the receiver, but 350 pounds is more than what's standard in the industry.
Okay, cool. And a spare tire?
Spare tire, Okay,
back here. And then access. So do you have access here and on the side?
Yes, this is actually access to underneath the bottom bunk. So this is a bunkhouse floor plan with a bunk room, and this bottom mattress can flip up. So you can flip this up, and then it'll latch up here on the other side of the door, and this gets you all the access to the space under the bunks. And what's unique here is that generally, if you're going to do an outside kitchen, this is where that outside kitchen goes in. So you lose a lot of this space. You lose 26 inches roughly of depth in here. So we have storage cubbies built in here, which is nice. Because the outside kitchen, we did it differently on this, but we do have one. So if you come around
it wouldn't be here, but you could put storage in here.
So coming down the other side of the campsite of the unit, first of all, you'll see another area we didn't cut corners. A lot of times in aluminum sided trailers, you're going to lose your window tint. You're going to lose the ability for windows to open, which is shocking to me. Natural airflow is super important in an RV, and also in maintaining, honestly, a healthy interior. You need to have natural airflow.
Yeah, and if you're putting your kids in that bunk, you definitely need to someplace to vent.
Yeah,
what goes along with your kids.
So we still do the tinted windows.
Okay.
Our awning size. This has a 20-foot awning on it. A lot of times at these lower price points, you're going to sacrifice awning size for a 12 or a 14-foot awning. This awning encompasses the outdoor kitchen. It totally encompasses not just the entrance door, but also the bedroom window.
Okay.
So it's a really big awning. And like I said, we did our outdoor kitchen differently. We actually built it in under part of the pantry.
Okay.
So this is our outdoor kitchen. It's simple, but it's everything you need. We have a refrigerator, which is 110 volt, and we have an exterior pull-out griddle. Cool. Your LP Quick Connect is located right here, so it's really easy to plug in that griddle.
Yeah.
Or if you'd like to bring your own Blackstone or camp some sort of grill, it'll run off the 2 20-pound tanks through this port right here.
From over here. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yep.
So you've got this griddle here and the fridge.
Yep, I can go ahead and open this up. This is just a travel lock for it.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
So a little fridge and freezer, little ice tray in there.
Yeah. That's cool. Okay.
Yep.
So this comes like this. Is this standard or an option?
This is standard.
Okay.
This is standard.
Nice.
Very few options on a lot of the Winnebago stuff. We tend to just
Okay.
build it that way from the factory. This is furnace outlet here. We have your GFI or 110 outlet with your cable outlet, and then a TV backer should you ever want to hang a TV backer on the outside of it.
It's back. It's behind this.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. 6-gallon gas electric aluminum tank quick recovery water heater. So we actually decided to go. We're still using the tanked water heaters versus a tankless water heater for reasons, and that is, I think tankless water heaters personally are kind of great. Maybe in the south where you don't have warmer ground temps. They don't clear. Instant hot water heaters or tankless hot water heaters don't clear as much of a delta in temperature as efficiently as a traditional water heater. So if you are in an area like Minnesota, Indiana, Wisconsin, where your groundwater is colder, your shower won't get as hot. You may have a lukewarm shower, whereas down here your groundwater is 50, 60 degrees. It'll clear that delta to get up to a hot shower temperature. So this is more useful in any part of the country. That's why we're still going with that.
Makes sense. More efficient too.
Yep.
Yeah, you'll be running if you're using electricity, but this is that runs off of propane.
That's propane and electric.
And
That's
electric.
another nice thing about this type of water heater. And I think tankless water heaters are great too. They're cool, but they're propane only. Whereas this, you can save your propane by just running it off electricity once you're plugged into your 50 amp campsite.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Cool.
Now another thing.
The door.
The door. So generally in a aluminum sided trailer, again to save money, they pull windows out of doors. You don't get a window in your door. If you do get a window, it's probably textured bathroom glass, so you can't see in or out of it, and it lets a lot of heat and sunlight in. So we give you a window, so it gets you one extra campsite view window, which is always a good thing.
Right.
But also, if you do want to sleep in or keep the sun out, we don't just prep it for the shade. It just comes with the shade from Winnebago.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
Before we go in, this step here, how does that work?
So this is called a solid step system. They come down and touch the ground. Customers tend to really like them because they are sturdy. You know, when somebody goes in and out of the camper, it doesn't shake the unit. You don't feel people entering and exiting. But it also gives you a little bit cleaner look on the outside because when it's time to go, these hook up here, you shut your door, and you don't have steps hanging out.
Yeah, I was wondering if it's going under. Okay, cool. Yeah, nice.
So they just fold up, come down, touch the ground. And they do make all
like
sorts of accessories, right? You can get handrails for them and all sorts of things.
No, I like that, and that's a nice barrier at the door too. Yeah. Okay.
So
cool.
nice big wide top step, so it's not
Seems
easy
solid.
to be missed.
Yep.
And then
I'm right behind you.
when you come inside the Access, to me, it's all about the little details. Again, this does not look like an entry-level type unit when you walk in it. It's very nice.
Yeah.
And you can tell that the people that design the campers have either camped or they regularly are talking with campers to know how to design a layout of a unit. So for me, it's the little details like the coat hooks. Right when you walk in for your jackets, we have 3 hooks underneath this raised countertop again for dog leashes. Things just as you're walking out the door, things you might need to grab.
Yeah.
Outlet placement is key. So here in the kitchen, one area I think a lot of manufacturers miss is they put outlets under cabinets. My coffee maker comes with like an 8-inch cord.
Right.
So having outlets down here where you'll actually be setting those things to plug them in makes sense. You know, we have built-in spice racks in the kitchen. We didn't sacrifice and put a plastic sink in. We use the deep single bowl stainless sink.
Yeah, rectangular.
Yep. Yeah. It comes with the sink covers. You know, the sprayer, it still has a pull-down sprayer on the faucet. It's not just a faucet. So those are I think the little details. When you look at how cabinets are designed, is it all just open or do you provide shelving? Well, on this side we provide shelving. On this side we leave it open for things, taller items like cereal boxes. Gotta have a place to put those. But then making this a more usable space by splitting that up so you can stack your cups and your plates and things like that. So really a lot of thought goes into the process. All the cabinets and everything we build are all solid wood core, pocket screwed cabinets. We don't staple and glue. So it's a well-built unit.
So are these lockable, or how is it, you know?
Yep, they have clips on them to keep them shut.
I see.
In transit.
Cool. All right.
Now, as we just more holistically, as we come inside the unit, couple things that are unique. We don't have carpet anywhere in this unit. It is fully carpetless, and we have a linoed slide floor to match the main floor, which looks very seamless. It lays very nice.
Looks good.
Easy to keep clean. Our registers, there's no floor register, so it's very pet friendly. There's no area for dog hair to get down, so you see a register down here.
Oh, I see.
There's one coming up on the bathroom wall that splits between the bunk and the bathroom. There's one under the base of the bed. So, those little details like that, they all start to add up, and you walk in, you're like, this doesn't feel like an entry-level trailer to me.
Yeah, it feels good.
Going through the kitchen suite.
Yeah.
3-burner cooktop with cast iron grates versus just painted steel grates. We have a 1.1 cubic foot convection microwave. I prefer to say toaster oven / microwave combo because that's essentially what this is.
Right.
You have your heating element. You can put metal in it as long as you're not running it on microwave mode and you're using it on convection mode. And you can use this just like an oven, but it'll work a little bit more efficiently and a little bit more precise than an RV oven, which is kind of just off or on.
Yeah.
This you can actually set a temperature, set your time, and cook in it like a real oven.
Yeah. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yep.
It's also nice to have propane gas stove and stuff here when you're really cooking, because in here you're going to really want to cook. Yeah. Yep. Okay.
Below this, you do have a pots and pans drawer, which is nice and deep for some larger items here. And then our refrigerator is, the standard refrigerator we use is a 10.3 cubic foot, 12 volt, and 110 refrigerator. We absolutely love them. They cool down super quick. They're able to be run while you're going down the road legally. And then we do offer a gas electric option, which would be 8 cubic feet.
Okay.
That is an option for this. So many companies have just gone to strictly 12 volt. We still, as long as they're going to build us gas electric refrigerators, we will still offer gas electric refrigerators in our units because there are customers that prefer them.
Right.
Over here on the other side of the bunk room here is your pantry, and below this is the outside kitchen I was telling you about. So this dead space here is where that outside kitchen is at.
Yeah.
And the reason we were able to do this is look how deep this pantry is. Even you know, this should be more than enough with a nice utensil drawer.
Yeah.
For that, and if it's not enough, guess what? These are easy to miss, but we got a full wall of extra storage over here. So I see a lot of customers using this as 2 spaces. Probably half of it is linen space for the bathroom, and the other half is pantry overflow or kids' clothes. You can fold them up and put them in here. So nice space there.
Storage is always awesome. You've got kind of like a diner style seating over here.
Yep, this is our dinette. We do still have the openings on both ends for storage, or you can lift up the top cushion and lift up the base of the dinette and put larger items in there. But this is for quick access items right here. It's a pedestal dinette. It will convert it to a bed. And our sofa, now this, if you don't mind me showing it off.
Oh, absolutely,
This is super cool. So this is what's called our easy out sofa, and it's the option. The standard sofa in this floor plan, or in all the Access, it's actually a theater seat. So the theater seat would have recliners with pull tabs here that you lean back, and then the middle section folds down for your cup holders. This one's optional, so a slight upcharge for the easy out sofa, but compared to what's normally called a trifold sofa in the industry, this turns into a bed so fast and so easily, and it lays flat, and I love it. So
that is easy.
Boom, it lays flat. We got a full-size bed.
Yeah.
Try putting it up. You could do it with one finger. It's just that simple. So just go all the way to the bottom and lift, and up it goes.
Oh yeah, that's easy.
And you're back down.
Awesome, yeah. That's pretty cool. I like that.
And this will actually flip down to keep like things from going in behind there. So you don't lose your cell phone or lose
money.
Yeah, money.
Yeah. No, that's very nice. I like that.
Yep.
Really easy to use. We're gonna keep going back, and then we'll go up front to the bedroom.
Okay.
Okay.
So here's the bunk room, and this is what sets this floor plan apart from all the others in the industry, in my opinion. It's a very this from here back is a very common floor plan. You've got your super slide with a dinette and a sofa, your kitchen and pantry, you know, TV on that wall. But generally you have bunks here, double bunks with a curtain, and they're open. We decided to do it a little bit differently, build the wall out, and actually give the kids their own space with a private room.
Yeah.
Now each bunk's going to come with one light, a 110 outlet, and a USB/USB-C outlet.
Right.
Each bunk has its own window, which you pointed out, which can open. But this is also a ducted air conditioner here, and we do run a duct back into the
so there's one AC
room.
on the roof?
This unit actually has two on it currently. This is the main air conditioner that's ducted. We'll see in the bedroom, that one's a non-ducted bedroom only air conditioner.
Yep. Very nice.
But
Let's take a look in here.
The bunk room still does have a duct in it.
Oh, this is a nice feature. So you can really sleep 2, 4, 6 people in here if you really wanted to, right?
I mean, technically, depending on the size of the kids, you could do 2 per bunk because we don't use the bunks that are angled and cut off half of them because they're full square bunks or rectangular bunks. You could do 2 kids. So you could technically do 2, 4, 6.
Do you know how much weight
10.
these bunks are rated for?
The top bunk is rated for 300 pounds. The bottom bunk does not have a weight rating. It shouldn't be an issue. It actually has that full structure to support underneath it.
No, it's very nice. You got a little storage in here. That's cool. I like this. And then still there's an access to that door. And then that's lockable from that side.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
Both deadbolt and... Because it's a very good point. We do get parents concerned sometimes where, well, can my kid, sneak out through the bunk door? No. They could open the deadbolt, but there's also a key lock for it, which the only way to unlock that is with the keys. So if you lock it and keep your keys up there with you, nobody's getting there out.
Cool.
And another area I think this floor plan really shines is the bathroom, because generally one part of the camper that I feel suffers when you get into bunkhouses is really tight and small bathrooms because it's sharing that space with the bunk.
Yeah.
So this really surprised me. The first time I walked, our first prototype was this.
Yeah, it looks very roomy.
It's got a 30 by 36 shower with
big shower in here. Oh, this is big.
Skylight.
Oh, there you go.
Your head's not even in the skylight.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, so you've still got some height on you. Don't worry, Lola. You'll fit here easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this actually has a 6'8" interior height.
Toilet here.
And it is a porcelain toilet.
Yeah.
Not a plastic toilet. So porcelain foot
looks like toilet. Full size.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of room. That's a lot of room in there. Yeah. Yeah. That is, like you said, in any kind of layouts like this, whether it's a trailer or not, if you have those bunk beds, you lose a lot of room. So good storage, good use of the space here. Excuse me. Yeah, it's nice. And a big mirror. You want to go in, Lola? Take a look at that. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the mirror. We decided to do full-length mirrors because sometimes mirrors in medicine cabinets, they're hung so high that if somebody's 5'3" or 5'4", they just have to get a step stool to see themselves in the mirror. So we did a ceiling to countertop mirror so you can have a full-body mirror.
That's cool. I like it. All right, now what everyone's waiting to see, we'll go this way.
So this is our TV wall.
Okay.
There is a backer in here for the TV. You can option it from the factory, and it would come with a 40-inch smart TV.
Okay.
Generally, we're not going to see people do that because for what they'll pay for a TV from a manufacturer, they can get one from a Best Buy or a Walmart, a lot less money in name brand.
So many good options out there nowadays.
Your Wi-Fi prep's right here as well. So this is where your router would go if you decided to install the King Wi-Fi system. And then your satellite and cable hookups are right here along with the 110. And then we didn't want to leave it a blank wall. We wanted to provide the storage above and below. So you do have some space to keep, I don't know, movies, umbrellas, things right here. Then you walk into the bedroom. So the bedroom's going to feature... It's actually really, really neat. The bedroom features a 60 by 80 True Queen bed. This is the only bed option we have for this trailer. This is an option from the factory. This is a second air conditioner, 13,500 BTUs, non-ducted, so it's all controlled from right here. You got your blackout roller shades still on the windows in here, but you can kind of see what I was talking about by that rounded
it's a good
profile.
use of space. It doesn't seem... It's bigger than I thought it would be from the outside.
Yes, you don't
Definitely
feel claustrophobic. You get these bonus shelves kind of behind your wardrobes. great for people that need CPAP machines. It's a good spot to put it.
That would be me.
You have drawers built into your nightstands. And then one other neat thing that we did here is one of the wardrobes will come standard with removable shelves. So you can do folding clothes here. The other one will have the hanger in it, so you can hang some clothes, but it kind of gives you options on what you'd like to do there. Because I think you'll get a lot more clothes if you fold in than you do if you hang. And we're camping, right?
Agreed, yeah.
Jeans, t-shirts.
Yeah.
It's easy stuff to fold.
Okay, cool. So what about this bed? Is there any storage under there?
Yep.
Or oh, here we go.
Yep, so we do have a pretty cool, unique bed base here. This is actually your furnace vent coming up through the floor here in the bedroom. We have this space in the middle, and it is intended to fit a standard size laundry basket. This laundry basket's a little small that we have propped in here, but it gives you the idea of what the space could be used for. Or pet beds. I've seen some people put pet beds down here. Then we left this all open cubby storage here, and what this is for, it's a great spot. So, say your flip-flops or your shoes, you can kick them off at night, put them on in the morning, or baskets. People will get baskets and kind of sit them in here for socks and underwear, things like that. And it is hydraulically lifted, so I don't have to, or strutted, so I don't have to hold it up. I can just let it sit up, and then I can put it back down when I'm finished.
That's great.
That's the bedroom.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right. Fantastic. All right, Grant, thanks a lot. I think you gave us a pretty good look at this. If folks want to get more information, you know, find out specifics and all that, where do they go to find that out?
They can either call into our line at Winnebago. You know, they're probably going to get transferred over to me if they do call into the office for more information on an Access. Any local dealer that's carrying Access probably be pretty well versed in the product to be able to help them out as well. All
right, awesome. Thanks so much, man. I appreciate it. All right, guys. I hope you guys appreciate this. If you want to see more info on this, more trailers and all that kind of stuff, just let us know and we'll get that to you. I hope you're enjoying our coverage here at the 2024 Super Show, RV Super Show in Tampa. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.